Good morning, everyone. It's Karen Whooley, and welcome to this week's Live Wednesday. It's going to be probably a shorter one today. I really don't have a huge amount of stuff to chat about today, so unless you guys have a lot of questions for me, I don't know what we're going to be talking about. So first of all, I want to say hello to everybody who's here. It's a snowy morning here in Washington. We weren't forecasted to get snow, but now it's snowing. So I don't know what happened. Anyway, let's see who's here. Charlene, good morning. It's good to see you. I'm glad you're here. Yes, you are the first one. And then Dawn, good morning. It's good to see you. I'm so glad you're here as well. And Linda and Daisy are here. Yay. I'm glad you guys are here. Are you feeling better, Linda? Last week you had the flu, so I'm hoping you're feeling better. And Renee, good morning. I'm so glad you're here too. It's wonderful to see all of you. Before I get started, I just wanted to, if Jet One In is here, or Jet One, Jetting, I don't know how you say her name. It's Jet, Jett1N. If you are here or you watch after the fact, you were the winner last week and you never did contact me with your information. So I don't know who you are to give you the pattern from last week. So so make sure you chat with, send me an email and we can get that put in your cart. I just saw Kathy came in. Good morning, Kathy. It's good to see you. Linda says I'm glad you're doing better. You can tell I'm still losing my voice. It's Kathy. Yes, I saw that. Good morning. It's no worries. I'm losing my voice still, so I've got coffee here and I've got a few cough drops. So if I start to really go down, I'll take a cough drop. But so far, I've been doing okay. And I'm glad, Linda, you're feeling better too. Before we go any further, I want to tell you about today's giveaway. Today's giveaway, I'm going to put it up on the screen here, is Old Blue Jeans. It's a hat pattern. It is done in a DK weight yarn, two different yarns actually. The brim of the hat was done in haiku. It's the Kobasi, which has got the elastic in it, and then the top is done with a bamboo DK weight yarn. You don't have to do it in the bamboo. It's a higher end yarn, but it'll work with any DK yarn. I recommend, though, doing the band with the stretchy yarn. So I'm going to show you a couple pictures here so you guys can see. Let me see if I can get these in here. There's a little more of a backside. There's another one. It has a faux pom-pom on it. It's buttoned in or snapped in. It's one with a snap. You can, you can change that to a sewn-in regular yarn pom-pom or whatever you want to do. You could also leave it as a ponytail a hat, so that if you're making it for someone who wears their hair long, you can they can put their ponytail through it. I can't talk this morning either. I need more coffee. But anyway, if you are wanting to enter to win, you need to type in #BlueJeans. That is the code you need to put in to win a copy of this pattern. This week, the only person who's not available is Jet1In, who won last week. So make sure if you're interested in winning that pattern, you can type that in. And I am going to take that off the screen. And make sure you have the hashtag there. If you don't have the hashtag, you can't win the pattern. So #BlueJeans all together. So hello, everybody. I don't have anything new in the studio to share with you. I just saw Judy pop in. So good morning, Judy. Anyway, I don't have anything new in the studio to show you. I did want to show you a couple things, though. I did finish hemming my grandson's sweater. I still have to block it, but you can see it has a rolled hem on both the sleeves. Oops, the sleeves. I don't know if you guys can see that. I had to seam the sleeves and the hem at the bottom of the sweater. Actually, it was actually kind of fun doing a hemmed sweater. I still need to put the button on. I do have the button though. That needs to happen, and then I need to block it. Um, but this was kind of fun having this rolled hem on a knitted sweater. I've never done that before, and it was really easy, and it brought back a lot of memories of my mom and myself actually hemming my kids' pants and having mom hemming, dresses and pants for my sister and I when we were in school, and our uniforms and all that stuff when we went to Catholic school. Um, I haven't done that in years. My son, I used to get him, uniform pants for elementary school, and I always had to hem them because he was very short legged, but not short legged, but I always had to get him longer pants than he actually was. And so I always, every year, his uniform pants, I had to hem at least 5 pairs. I usually bought him 5 or 6 pairs so that we had enough to, because, boys in elementary school and mud, that is a huge thing. So I really, excuse me, it really was a lot of fun. It was really a lot of fun to do that because it brought back a lot of memories. And my mom made all my clothes when I was a kid. So I would just remember standing on a stool so she could pin up the dress or the pant legs or whatever. And then at night when we were doing homework or in bed, she would hem everything. So it brought back a lot of memories. Thank you, Renee, for liking my sweater. I love this color. This is actually the color of the pattern. It's a different yarn. The yarn that she used in the pattern is out of Scandinavia somewhere. And while I could order it, I found this is Cascade 220 lace, I believe is what it's called. Oh, wait, no. It's Cascade 220 fingering. Sorry, not lace. Fingering. It is a non-superwash. But fortunately, my daughter understands what non-superwash means. So when I tell her not to put it in the washer or dryer for my grandson, she knows what to do. So there we go. Judy says, I just finished. Oh, yay. I'll have to watch for it when you upload it. I'm glad you got it. Running long seems to be my thing too lately with these lives. It seems like I've always been running long lately. So I understand that. And I remembered in time. Yay. I'm so glad you're here. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Teresa. That's awesome that you're here. And it's this very snowy day here. We have snow coming down right now too, and it's supposed to come down for the next couple hours. We've had a very snowy week in general. It snowed all weekend, and then Monday, not Monday. It snowed Saturday. Yesterday was actually a warmer day, and some of it melted. And my husband and I actually got out to the store to do some Christmas shopping. And it was very icy. And now we've got snow coming down again. So I'm kind of glad we did what we did on yesterday, so I don't have to deal with it today. So for everybody who's coming in, thanks for piping in your code for the let me put it back up here really quick. Let me put that back up here. Old blue jeans is what we're giving away. So if you want to win old blue jeans, make sure you type in hashtag blue jeans in order to be entered to win a copy of the pattern. I just know that a lot of you popped in after I did that. So I just want to make sure you guys know what you're entering to win. Okay, so that was the first thing I wanted to show you. And I told you I was working on another outfit for my grandson last week, and I forgot to bring it up last week. Well, this week I brought it up. I'm almost done. Hang on, I'm working. Ooh, did I? Oh, I didn't pull anything out. Whew. Okay, I thought I pulled that. This is the front. It's a little onesie. I've got a little stitch marker in there so that I can remember which is the front and which is the back as I'm working on it. This is a little, she calls them teddy pants. And that is because on the front, she embroidered a teddy bear face, but I am going to be actually embroidering Winnie the Pooh on the front. I'm really excited. Winnie the Pooh face. So I'm almost done. I'm working on the back. I've got another couple inches of straight knitting to finish. And then I got to finish the suspenders. And then I got to do all of the around all of it is going to be a 2x2 rib, kind of like what you see here at the bottom. So I got to do the ribbing. And then once I've done the ribbing, I can sew it all together. I can block it and then I can embroider it. So hopefully I will have the embroidery done before next week. I'm not 100% sure too, guys. So that I'm going to be here next week because my son is coming for Christmas on Thursday. And I'm planning to be here. I don't have a whole lot to do because we're supposed to be going up to my daughter's for Christmas. The weather permitting, I may need to order a roast for Christmas here because if the weather holds like this, we may not be able to drive up if it's too icy and too many accidents. I just don't want to take the risk and I don't want them to come down. So it may be a postponed Christmas for my daughter and my grandson and all that. So, but I don't know what's going to happen next week, but I'm planning to be here. So I just wanted to let you guys know. I'll probably after this live, I will definitely put up the next week's live. I don't have a topic, but I'll just put a generic info up. And then if I'm not able to be live, I'll let you guys know through my community tab. So just be watching for that. This week, I forgot to put the live stream up. So I apologize for that. I did that this morning. So anyway, I should mention too, the yarn I'm using for the little teddy pants is Barocco's Remix Light. And I was looking because the original pattern had this really pretty brown color that made perfect for teddy bear. And I was originally going to do a teddy bear and I couldn't find that color anywhere. And I am a huge Winnie the Pooh fan. So this color is perfect. And I'm going to get a red, a long sleeve onesie to put underneath it because the picture of Pooh, that it's just his face and it's got his red tongue. So I want something that matches his tongue because everything else is going to be black. So I thought red would be kind of cute to put underneath this yellow. So yes, it is so perfect for Winnie the Pooh. Winnie the Pooh is my favorite. My kids' nursery was Winnie the Pooh, but mine was classic Pooh. Everything was classic Pooh for my kids. So I can't find a whole lot of classic Pooh these days. So this is going to be more of a Walt Disney Pooh face rather than a classic Pooh face. But I will, even if I don't go live next week, and I will somehow get a picture of the outfit with everything so you guys can see it. I'm really excited. Okay, so that is literally all I have this week. I've been working a lot behind the scenes. So for those of you who have been actually signing up for the Crochet Crew, I'm going to put the link up here, right here. If you're interested in joining the Crochet Crew, we officially start on January 1st. And our first thing, and I don't know if I've told you guys this, but this is going to be very, it's going to be a fun first quarter. The first quarter, we're doing a crochet along, and it is a 3-month-long crochet along, and it's finishing your whips. So if you have works in progress that have been sitting in the closet and you need to get them done, this is the perfect crochet along for you. And it is only available to members of the Crochet Crew. There is going to be prizes at the end of March when it's all over. And I am going to draw some names for those prizes. And you are going to be able to tell us at the beginning of the quarter which projects you are planning to complete by the end of the 3 months. And then I'll have a special form that you'll fill out with what projects you have completed. And you can fill out one form for every project you complete because you'll get an entry for every project you'll complete. And then at the end of March, probably on the 31st, since it's a Friday, I'll probably go live either here or in the group probably in the group because it's not open to the public. And I will do a live drawing of everybody who is the winners of the prizes. I don't have all the prizes put together yet, so I can't even announce what they are. But I do know there's going to be a couple bundles of yarn and some other things. So be watching for that if you are part of the crew. And if you're not, go check it out. If you're a newsletter subscribers have a special discount code. So make sure you go in and put that coupon code from your newsletter in there. I will be sending out another newsletter on next week. Yeah, next week on Tuesday with that code again. So if you missed it the first time through, you can get it again one more time. And then I'll send a reminder to my newsletter at the end of the month just that the coupon code is disappearing. So you'll get an additional $20 or you'll get $20 off the annual fee if you are a newsletter subscriber. So if you're interested in that, make sure you check that out. Do you have any questions for me? Anybody? Just type a Q and your question in the comments, and I'll scoop them up as we do that. Teresa, yes, Winnie. I love Winnie. He was my favorite since I was a very little girl. I mentioned last week that I still remember getting my first Winnie the Pooh stuffed animal. It wasn't until probably about, I don't know how long ago, I finally had to toss him because he had holes and, all sorts of gross stuff in him. But yeah, I still had him for years and years and years. And I used to crochet him tie. He had a bow tie that I crocheted him in clothes and stuff like that. So Pooh has always been my favorite. Okay, guys, questions. Anything you want to comment about, anything you want to ask me about, anything you want to talk about, you want me to talk about. I am ready for your questions. Oh, and I should mention too, starting January, I will be only live streaming on the 2nd and 4th Wednesdays of the month. I will be live streaming weekly for my crochet crew in the crew group, which is on Facebook. So I will be doing that on Mondays for a half an hour. So I have to watch my time, but I did want to let you guys know that on January 11th, I already have scheduled for a live stream with Leanne Ross of Forbidden Fiber Co. She's the one I do a lot of design work for her kits, her advent kits and stuff. I did her Halloween kit this year, and I just did her Star Wars one that she's just now. I think people are getting the Star Wars kit. So make sure you guys are ready to watch that one. It's going to live stream in both here and in the Crochet Crew on Facebook. I just saw a couple of things come in. Teresa says, I'm excited for the new start of the Crochet Crew. I'm so excited. The first couple months are going to be a little slower than what I'm anticipating because, first of all, winter has totally changed the outlook of everything happening usually at the beginning of the year for us. So I was hoping to go to a couple places and do like a video live stream, but I don't think I'm going to be able to do that till spring actually starts thawing us out. But also once things start rolling, we're going to do at least one more a crochet along, probably a mystery crochet along. I'm also planning to do some road trips where I'm going to be doing some videos of, there's a couple local alpaca farms that I want to go to and do some video and interview the owners and talk about, what's there and what to expect and what to go see. I'd like to do an interview with my local yarn shop. And I'm also planning a lot of interviews. I'm trying, hopefully, the second Wednesday of every month to interview a dyer. I just put a call out to all dyers. So I'm hoping that people will start responding to me, the dyers that I know. Let's put it that way. Right? Those are the people I started to talk to. I created a Facebook account in anticipation of the Crochet Crew group. Awesome. I really didn't want to do it on Facebook, but I'm waiting to see how many If we can get a good quantity of people to join us in the Crochet Crew, then I'm going to do my own app with it. And I already know what the app is because I'm working with someone else who's using that app for the crew. Not for the crew, for their own group. And I just need enough members to be able to validate the cost of putting that all together. So I want to get started here in the Facebook group, and then we'll move over to an app if I can get enough people by mid-year. So we'll start talking about that in the future. Then you guys can get rid of your Facebook accounts. I realize that a lot of people don't like Facebook, including me. So, and a lot of people didn't have accounts. So good morning, Kelly. It's good to see you. I'm so glad you're here. We were just talking about what's going on. I received oh, yay. I'm glad, Linda, you were able to grab some of her yarn. I'm really bummed that she's closing her business, or she closed her business. I mean, she basically sold out. So, but I'm glad you got some. I was going to, and then I decided, you know what? I have so much yarn back here that hopefully something will happen, because she says she's doing a new beginning. So I'm not sure what that means, but we'll find out. I will have to, yes. Well, Linda, for those of you who are already members of the Crochet Crew, you should have gotten an email from me when you first joined it, saying that around the 15th, which is tomorrow, that you will get some information about everything, how to access everything. And I'm thinking that's happening on Friday. So that's the 16th. There's a couple more things I need to do behind the scenes before I can let you guys into the Facebook group. And part of what the Facebook group is that email that you'll get on Friday will tell you exactly what I need to know in order to let anybody into that Facebook group, not just people who are using different names. I understand that. So that is just something for you guys to know. And I know you don't use Ravelry. I really don't use Ravelry either. I am using it to post my patterns because it's still one of the, actually, I should look right now. It is usually number 1 or number 2 refer. Yeah, number 2 right now, refer to my website. So what I've done is I have someone putting up my patterns for me and that link back to my website. So I don't really use Ravelry. I just have Ravelry pages. And for those of you who are, Jet1NIK, I need you to email me. You were last week's winner. I just saw you here. You were last week's winner. You are not eligible for this week. I need you to shoot me an email with your information so I can get your pattern from last week to you. So make sure you do that for me. So I saw that you typed in the code, and if you get drawn again this week, you're not eligible to win, but you are eligible for last week's morning sunrise. So make sure you let me know that you what your contact information is, so I can get that to you. Okay, guys. So what was I saying? Ravelry. Oh, Ravelry. Oh, for those of you who are testing my patterns, because I have somebody in the background now doing Ravelry for me, I am going to start using the Ravelry testing codes. That's something you guys should know. I actually closed my my form for asking people to test for me, because I have so many testers right now that I really don't need any extra people. I probably will open it sometime next year if I'm finding the same people are not responding to my calls. Those of you who are testers, I am still going to be using Volley. So if you have the Volley app, because I've been getting asked this week, actually, if people can delete their Volley app, and because I haven't been on there in a little bit. No, do not delete your Volley app. You need to definitely continue to be on Volley. I'm hoping the first week of January to start my first test, just so you guys know. But Ravelry, I'm going to start using those Ravelry codes so that when I go to finally launch a pattern, for those of you who do have Ravelry accounts, you can have them in your notebooks or wherever it is that they use those now. I honestly, I do not even remember how Ravelry works anymore, so I apologize for that. But we are going to use that so that so that your projects are linked back to my patterns so that people can see more than just my patterns at this point. Because they are such a big referrer to my website, I want to be able to continue to do that. So, okay. Yeah. So yes, I did. I saw, I have a feeling you had jumped off before I did the drawing. So I was hoping that you would watch the end of the video and see that I had called your name and that you would email me. But I'm glad you did email me, or you are going to email me. So definitely do that. You have create a project page for the pattern. Yes, I will be. Yeah, I'll be creating project pages for project pages in Ravelry for these people. But there's a code that, so like yesterday we put in a bunch of patterns that are coming up in the future, like the one that's coming at the end of the month. And one of the things that it asks for is it has a page where I can create a test. It gives me a test code that I give to you, that instead of putting in the pattern name for the project page for your pattern, you use this code. And that way the pattern stays a secret until I'm ready to release it. And then when I release it, it changes the name and notifies you to change the name if you want to do that, and that it's been released. And I'm doing that for testers so that I can get, more projects out there for all of my patterns. I can't do that for anything that's, well, I could go in and edit and get them the codes for some of the patterns that have already been released that people have tested for me. But I'm not going to do that. That's just too much work. So we're just going to go ahead and go with what starts in January. And I'll explain all that to people who are testing. So yes. Yes, Judy, I know the person who does the pattern, but when you create your project page, you need to use this code so that the pattern itself stays a secret and doesn't show to the public until I release the pattern. So that's the problem. Yes, the stitcher. Yes, I understand that. Yeah. Yeah, and I will have a whole explanation on that. We're working on that right now so that when we do the first year, in fact, I'm thinking about having a video recorded of how that all works that my testers can watch on that. So yeah, so that's going to be something that's going to be happening in the new year. So those of you who test patterns for me, be watching for that stuff. Okay. Okay, so what else can we talk about? Anybody have a question for me? Anything? Anything? Crochet, knit, spin. I know it's only 9:30 my time here, so I wish I had more to tell you. I've been fighting whatever this is. I tested positive for COVID, but I didn't have any of the weird symptoms like losing my smell or my taste. I didn't have a fever. It was mainly just my sinuses and my chest. And so I haven't really done anything but knit on my grandson's stuff. I'm hoping today I told you last week I was going to video some stuff, and I just couldn't feel like it. I did not feel like it. So, yeah. For non-Ravelry users, can projects be put in Fiberosity? I have an account on Fiberosity. That is one of my goals to look into in January is Fiberosity. I haven't really done a whole lot with it. For right now, no, until I know more about Fiberosity. I don't like using platforms that I don't know anything about. I know I've been wanting to look at them. I've had an account for a long time. I just have not been able to do stuff. So, I know they are a Ravelry competitor. I know that they have a lot of things going on. I just need more time to understand it because like I said, I don't like what's going on Ravelry, but because it's kind of a necessary evil for me that, I have so many, it is the number 2 place that refers. So I need to have my patterns listed there. It's a no-brainer. I have to have them listed there as they're released. But that doesn't mean I'm going to give them any money, and they're not getting any money from me. So until I know anything about Fiberosity, I'm going to say no until I know more about Fiberosity. So just so you know. Oh, yay! Linda's got her spinning wheel. Yay! So did you order a nano or did you order the 6? I can't remember. I remember you ordering it, but I'm so glad you got it. That's so exciting. And the crochet crew. Do we need to have all our whips with us to show you in the first video? Um, you don't have to have them all, but you're going to make a commitment to a minimum number of whips to get them done. It's not going to necessarily be a live video. It may be more of just a touch base thing. So as soon as I know how, I'm still laying out how I'm going to do the first mystery crochet along. So um, bear with me on that. You will know before January 1st what is going to happen there. I just have to work out a couple extra details before I can tell you exactly how it's all going to work. But you're going to definitely make a commitment to a number of works in progress. It doesn't, and those people who hit their commitment doesn't mean you can't do more. But if those who hit their commitment, so if you say you're going to finish 3 projects and you finish 4 projects, the people who actually hit 3, because you hit 3 projects, you're going to get a special drawing because you hit your commitment. You're also going to get it's going to be something like that. So there's going to be a couple other little ways you can win. So win something. So bear with me, and you don't have to have them all at that moment. Let's see. So Teresa says, what wheel did you get? I think Linda answered that. She ordered a Nano 2 so she could get in on the Kickstarter. Okay. It's not a Nano 6. It's just an electric eel wheel 6. Nano is the smaller size, and then the electric eel wheel is the regular size. So don't get those confused, because there's a lot of people out there who will tell you it's not a Nano. Nano means it's small. So but that's what she got as her Nano. Yeah. I can't wait for you to try it out and let me know how it goes. Good morning, Stephanie. No worries about being late. I'm just going to go ahead and really quick, because there's a couple people who popped in. I'm giving away a copy of Old Blue Jeans, the hat pattern. So if you're interested in winning that pattern, you need to type in #BlueJeans so that you can, if you're interested in getting that pattern. I don't know if you have that yet or not, Stephanie, but I'm going to put that up there for people who just jumped in because my numbers just jumped up. So those of you who are watching, haven't introduced yourself or said hello, make sure you pop into chat and do that for me. Okay. I love spinning up 5 wheels now and love each one. I have an electric eel wheel 6. I used to have a 5.2 that I sold because I used to have a treadle wheel. I can't treadle anymore ever since I had my ankle surgery. I just cannot get that rhythm anymore going right, even though my ankle's fine and I can walk and do everything else. Treadling is a problem. So that's why I got an electric wheel. And I decided to sell my 5.2 because I just don't have the room for all the wheels. I wish I had a room because I really liked my treadle wheel. And they don't make my treadle wheels anymore. So it was a Fricky upright wheel. So I'm really, really, really bummed that I can't use it anymore. I had to sell that one too. It just wasn't worth keeping. Good morning, Ellie Mae. I'm so glad you're here. I'm glad you popped in. Oops. Oh, that's not what I wanted to put. There we go. Okay. I will, after this live is over, I will get that pattern in your account for you. And then you have an Ashford electric right now. It's my go-to with car shows. I bet. Yeah, and that's the other reason why I got the electric, was because it's so small. I can travel with it if I decide to travel. I'm looking into, there is a guild. It's not really a guild. It's like an organization here in the Tri-Cities. I just found out about them, called Desert. Let me think. Desert Fiber Arts something. Can't remember what the last word is. It's 4 words. Desert Fiber Arts something. And they do knit, crochet, spinning, weaving, and other fiber arts like needle felting, all sorts of stuff. And it's one big, I wouldn't call them a guild, but they call themselves a guild. They're affiliated with like the Knitting Guild of America. I don't think they're affiliated with Crochet Guild of America, but Knitting Guild, they're affiliated with the Northwest Spinners Guild. They are affiliated with a Northwest Weavers Guild kind of thing. And I'm thinking about joining them because they don't have a whole lot of crochet. But also so that I'll have some place to go and be with other spinners and things like that. So I have my wheel that I can do, more spinning than I have been lately. I am so far behind on this spin that I've got going right now. It's not even funny. So hopefully I'll be able to do that. I've got it set up to run off a solar. Oh, that's an idea. I never thought. Teresa, send me later when you think about it. Can you send me a link or something to your solar charger? I want to see if it would be compatible with mine because I would love to be able to sit outside. And I have a battery pack that I have to charge every once in a while. But I'd love to see if a solar charger would work for when I'm in different places. That would be awesome. Thank you. Oh man, the snow is coming down hard right now. Okay. The roofs are all getting white again, and we were just starting to lose the white. Okay, anybody else? Anybody else have a question for me? That's one of the things too with the crochet crew is eventually I would love to have people run with having other options in the crochet crew. I mean, mainly we're a crochet crew and all the patterns and all that kind of stuff, but I'd love to have a group within the crochet crew of people who like to spin that they can join and have one person who might be a volunteer just keep that going, and maybe knitters do that as well. And book club or not necessarily a book club, but people who like to read, to recommend books, that kind of thing. Gardeners, bakers, all that kind of stuff. I'd love to start to incorporate stuff like that eventually. It won't happen this year, but that's something I'd like to see happening maybe even in 2024. Just maybe I'll get a group of people who like to spin and find somebody who would be willing to be the volunteer to just make sure that stays on track with spinning, that kind of thing. It's a little group, a little offshoot of the crochet crew kind of thing. So those are just little things that I'd like to see happen in the future. But right now we're focusing on crochet. Oh, awesome. Okay. Thank you, Teresa. It lasts several days. Oh, okay. I'd love to know what battery you use too. The battery I'm using right now for mine is one that the developer of the electric eel wheel recommends, but I'd like to see what else is out there. So. Have you made a Discord group? I've been enjoying connecting and sharing things I'm making there with other fiber friends. No. I have made a Discord group, and I found that people didn't like the Discord groups so much. But if the crochet crew grows to where I need it to be, I am going to have its own app. So everything will be self-contained into an app. It'll be available online as well with a regular desktop computer, but you'll be able to use your phone. It will be able to do other things as well. The program that I'm looking at is called Circle, and it is amazing. Like I mentioned last week, a friend of mine is using it, and it's working amazing for her. But I just need to have enough members in the crochet crew to basically say, okay, yeah, it's worth the cost per month to do this. So we'll eventually shift off Facebook and go into this all self-contained program, which has an app that you can do from your phone, from your iPad, or from a desktop computer or laptop. So, but that is something that is going to be coming. And it does have some of the features that Discord has. I know a lot of people like Discord, but most of my followers do not. So it's kind of a hit and miss kind of thing. And I need to find something that people who belong to the crochet crew can all use, no matter what platform they're on and they enjoy using. It's just like Slack. Slack is not, I used to try to use Slack, and it's not something that I even enjoy. So that's why I'm doing it the way I'm doing it right now. I just need to get If I can get another 35 to 50 members, we can go to the app. So I'm just going to say that. So if any of you have, crocheters in your life and want to introduce them to the Crochet Crew, the coupon to get the extra $20 off is only good for newsletter subscribers right now through the end of the month. But in the first quarter, I'm going to be doing a public push of the Crochet Crew, and there will be a discount for those people as well. So I just wanted to let you guys know that that is coming for public people. But if you want to start promoting it now, anybody, especially those of you who've been part of the Pattern Club and kind of know what goes on, it's going to be a lot different than it was this year. But I'd love it if you guys would promote it to people that you know. So, and if you need anything that you want, if you need links or whatever to give to people, let me know, and I will just shoot me an email and I'll send the information to you. I should mention, let me put that Crochet Crew back up here. Oops. There we go. That's the link to the main page, the informational page for the Crochet Crew. So if you're interested in that. And if you're not a subscriber to my newsletter, I have something new now. I have a QR code. So if you scan this QR code that you see on the bottom of the screen, you can subscribe to my newsletter right now and get be in the know for the next newsletter for the pattern or for the discount on the Crochet Crew. So there you go. I'm going to take that off the screen really quick. Okay. My ticker came off for some reason. Okay, there we go. Okay. While I am a Christian and I do believe that, in the Christian thing, I don't believe in people coming into a crochet chat and asking questions like that. So I will block anybody who comes in and tries to do stuff like that. So anyway, Judy, never heard of Circle? Is that what you're saying? Circle it's an app. It's a membership site app that will allow me to how do I even describe it? It will allow me to eventually do things where I don't have to use Facebook. I don't have to use my website. Everything will be self-contained for you guys. So that's kind of what, Discord. Discord. Okay. Discord is, it's a different version of Slack. It's like a competitor to Slack. It has a few more features. And it's actually pretty cool. I mean, as a technology person, I think Discord's pretty cool. I just can't get crocheters to use it, at least the people who follow me. I know there's a lot of the younger crowd that uses it. And, but I can't, I've had a Discord channel for a long time, and I think I shut it down finally. So yeah, so that's Discord. Anybody else have a question for me that is crochet related or fiber arts related? Okay. So I apologize for the people who are spamming our chat. And to answer the question, this person said that I'm blocking these people. I'm blocking them because our topic is crochet and the fiber arts. And I have people of all walks of life and faith here. So, and everyone is welcome. And I don't want that to be a topic of our conversation right now. If you want to know my beliefs as a Roman Catholic, you can contact me privately and I will answer your questions. So there you go. More terms I don't know. Slack. Slack is it's basically a communication channel. It's kind of like text messaging, but in a different format. It's I'm trying to think. Do I have? Okay, Judy, I know you're on my Volley. It's kind of like Volley, but I'm trying to see if I have Discord or Slack on my phone. I don't have Discord. I don't have Slack either. It's kind of like a messaging system, but it allows you to have different channels. So, like, I'm part of a Slack channel for WordPress. WordPress is the platform I use for my my website, and so I am part of a panel that I put in a panel, or I was put on a panel. I'm sorry, guys. I apologize for these people who are slamming us right now with spam. I am on a panel for WordPress, the company, to review things that are WordPress related, and they use a Slack channel. And what happens is they have a channel for those of us who use WooCommerce, which is my shopping cart. There are people who are they ask us about our shipping and our things like that, and so they ask a question and we can reply to them our answers and give them insight and input on what things we'd like to change, that kind of thing. So that is how it all works. So there you go. Rather than paper and pen. Yeah, exactly. Judy, I'm not up on all these things, and I'm no longer in the workforce. Glad to be up on Facebook and Ravelry, still not up on Instagram. I understand that. And eventually I would like to be completely off of Facebook and Ravelry. I can't be off of Ravelry other than my patterns. I mean, my patterns are the only thing. I'm already off of Ravelry. It's just my patterns that go up there. And hopefully Fiberosity. Fiberosity sounds like it's a promising thing. I just don't know how I'm going to do that, because the one thing I don't like is the way they put patterns up for sale. And that's something I don't like about Fiberosity. But other than that, yeah. And the app that I'm going to use is going to be very straightforward. I mean, it's just literally going to have menus. It's almost going to be like a website. It's just going to be on your phone. And the app part will be on your phone. You can also use the desktop or your laptop or an iPad or whatever. And the iPad will be able to use the app as well. So I just want people to know that that's where Crochet Crew is going. It's just not there yet. Like I said, I need 35 to 50 more people to join before I can say, yeah, it's worth the money for me to do this. Any other questions? I'm just trying to think. Oh, for those of you, this is something I can talk about. This is going to happen in January too. This is the blanket sizing thing that I made. I told you guys it was going to be putting that up. Now I can't talk. I was going to be putting this up in December. It's not going to happen until January. It's just too much going on with the holidays. I'm taking a very much needed break on certain things, and that happened to be one of the things I cut. So be watching. If you're a newsletter subscriber, you'll automatically get the link to that. If you're not a newsletter subscriber, it will be something that's only available to newsletter subscribers. So there you go. Yes, Discord has instant notifications, which is really nice. Really, really nice. And the app will also have instant notifications if you use it on your phone, so or your iPad or tablet, whatever tablet. It doesn't have to be an iPad. It could be a Samsung tablet, whatever. But they will give you instant notifications. It will also allow it to send, I mean, you can set it up so that it'll send you an email anytime there's a notification. So those are just things to think about that are coming up in the future. Linda likes the sizing chart. I'm really excited about that too. And I apologize it's taken me so long to get it up, but I have to have a break this month. It's been a long year, guys. And you like the idea of an app? Me too. I'm very excited for the app. Okay, anything else, guys? I am pretty much done. I was just looking, thinking nothing has come in that you guys have not seen. Oh, I know what I want to talk about. I don't know how many of you guys know the program Knit Crate. It was a subscription program. They had different kits. They did their own yarns, but they also used Malabrigo, and then they worked with other dyers. Other dyers. I just got a notification from them because I am one of I did work with them back in 2019 and 20 to design some patterns for them for their kits. And I got an email from them that they have closed down, and they basically have reverted all rights to those patterns back to me. So I have 3 patterns that I did for them that I'm going to be re-releasing, and I will be updating the yarns, because obviously the 2 of the 3 were done in their own dyed yarns, and those yarns are no longer available. So I'm going to redo those. And then there was one in Malabrigo that I think I'm just going to leave it the way it is and just have the pattern charted and re-tech edited to make sure everything reads right, because I can use their pictures. And so I think I might re-release that pattern as its own thing. The other thing I should mention too is, and this is not just for the Crochet Crew, this is for everybody. Starting in January, all of my new released patterns, as many as I can that absolutely could use something like this, are going to have video that go along with them. So my first January pattern will actually have some video that I'm going to be creating hopefully this week and next to launch with that pattern. And so what's going to end up happening with those is I will launch them a few days early in the Crochet Crew. And then I'd probably give, maybe because the patterns launch on Tuesday. So I'll probably put them in the Crochet Crew for Tuesday, and then get the other, and then post them on YouTube on, I can't talk today, on Friday. So starting in January, every pattern I'm releasing, if it makes sense for me to do that, we'll have a video to go along with it. So, and the Crochet Crew will get them ad-free, which I can't do on YouTube quite yet. So, okay. Okay. Linda says, I haven't been to work in 3 weeks. This flu has been, oh, Linda, I'm so sorry. I didn't realize you have been so sick for 3 weeks now. That's crazy. Kelly asked if I am planning to be live next week. I am. In fact, after this, I'm going to set it up. I won't have a topic yet if I'm going to have a topic, but I will set it up, and then I will add that to once I get a topic idea. If I get a topic idea, I will add that to the link. But then starting in January, I don't know if you were here when I said that, but starting in January, I'm only going live on the 2nd and 4th Wednesday of the month. I'm only going to do it twice a month now. Just so you guys know. You've heard of Knit Crate. Yeah, and Dawn said it too. Yeah, sad they closed. Apparently they were having a supply chain issues. They did say the December kits went out. And that's the last one. So if you were a part of Knit Crate, you will be getting your December one, as far as I know. And that's what they said in their email. I'm not guaranteeing anything myself, but that's what they said in their email, that their kits had gone out for December. So if you're interested in that, make sure if you are a member of Knit Crate, make sure you get that. Otherwise, I'm done. Oh, here we go. I'm so glad I can visit with everyone here without fear of passing along germs. I haven't gone anywhere. Yeah, I understand. Yesterday was the first time out of the house in 9 days for me. So with this cold, whatever it is that I've had. So I understand that, Linda. I mean, I haven't been out. 3 weeks is a long time, but I'm glad you can be here with us and that you came. Okay, guys. Any other questions before I go? Oh, I need to do the drawing one more time. I'm going to put this up. Blue jeans is for old blue jeans. I'm going to put that back up really quick. That is the free pattern we're going to do. And then I am going to put this tab back up that you need to type in hashtag blue jeans. I'm going to go ahead and do the drawing, but I'm going to count back from 5. So if you haven't entered, go ahead and type in your hashtag blue jeans. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's see who our winner is. Renee, congratulations. I'm so glad. Okay, so I'm going to put my little confetti up too. Congratulations, Renee. I'm going to put you down right now so I don't forget that today. Okay, congratulations, Renee. I hope I will get that in there. I'm going to do both yours and Jet one in as well. I always forget I put these new ones up here. Here we go. I like those. Anyway, okay, so those are coming. Congratulations. I'm going to take that off the screen. And I got comments in here. Congratulations. Okay, so everybody's saying congratulations. So I'm so excited. You guys were able to come today. It's been an interesting couple weeks. So I mean, like you said, I haven't had a whole lot to talk about, but I am going to. I will try to be here next week. I'm going to go ahead and schedule the broadcast as soon as I'm done here. But then I will let you know. I do have a community tab on my YouTube channel. So if I think I'm not going to be live, sometime before 9 a.m. next Wednesday, I will let you know. It could be earlier in the week. It could be later in the week or the day of. I don't know at this moment. I'm going to try to be here though. So, but if everybody is unavailable, if I'm not available next week, I hope you all have a Merry Christmas. I'm very excited to have my family around for that. So, and going to church and all that. So, enjoy your holiday with your family, and enjoy your Christmas, and know that you will be in my Christmas prayers. And I will hopefully see you next week. But if I don't, have a great Christmas, and I will see you next time. Bye, y'all.